Okay.
Okay, good afternoon. I'm Susan and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do something that's really quick because I have everything prepped. We're going to do a chicken salad. Now I'm hoping you can't hear the neighbor boy mowing the grass. Of course he had to start just as soon as we wanted to start filming, but we'll just kind of ignore him. Now I've got a large quantity of this stuff here because I'm making 16 chicken salad sandwiches tomorrow for our church ladies. But I'm going to give you a recipe for one batch of chicken salad. So here goes. I've got all this chicken, but you're going to use 3 cups of cooked chicken, diced. Now let me give you a little tip on chicken. When I do chicken like this, I like to use the chicken breast with the rib meat and the skin on. That's where all your flavor is. So when you bake it in the oven with a little olive oil, salt, and pepper, once it comes out, it's cooled, you can peel the bones and the skin off and have a delicious piece of meat. So we've got chicken in here. Now we're going to add my recipe. Said I have to look at the single recipe because I've got all this quadrupled here. You're going to need 1/4 cup of red diced onions. Now I don't know if you can see how finely these are diced, but they're uniform, and I'll give you a little tip on that one. I use a little gadget. Let me dig it out of the cabinet here. It's called a Vidalia Chop Wizard, and it looks like this. You put the stuff in here, you slam the lid down, and it shoots it through the grooves and chops it. I got this off Amazon. Actually, I didn't get it. A friend of mine, Kathy Enderby, got it for me. But then she's always doing nice things like that for me. Anyway, that's what got the little diced onion perfect condition. Now, to that we're going to add 1/2 cup of chopped celery. Now this is a little larger, and I chopped this myself. Celery can be a little tough to put through one of those machines. Again, if you take your celery, break a stalk in half, you'll see that you can pull a lot of those ribs, those strings off. So you want to do that. It makes it easier to chew, easier to dice. So now we've got our onions, celery, and our chicken. Next, you're going to add, what do they call for, seedless grapes. 1 cup of seedless grapes. Now I do have these cut in half. Nobody wants to bite into a big old grape in a sandwich. These are going into, I think my little cohort in crime is doing them in a croissant roll. You probably heard the Will giving me a little push there. You know, it's tough when you get old. You know, just really tough when you get old. And you forget your own name sometimes. Now to this we're going to add salt and pepper. You're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoons because I'm tripling this. Okay, I've got the salt in there. Now we got pepper. You'll add 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. But I'm going to add 3/4 teaspoon of pepper. Okay. So let's mix this up before we get too far along here. Looks pretty though, doesn't it? It's a pretty salad, and it'll make a delicious sandwich. And a croissant we'll do some. I've got all this romaine back here that we'll put on the sandwiches. Right now it's just drying so we don't have wet leaves going on our sandwich. So we're going to stir all this up. Actually, this is going to take some muscle if you triple this recipe. Alright. Now, this recipe I really like. It calls for 1 tablespoonful of chopped thyme, T-H-Y-M-E. I am not doing that to this because I know a lot of people don't like thyme, so I'm going to not put it in. You know, nothing worse than having a sandwich you don't want to eat because you don't like it. So we're going to put 3 cups of mayo in this. You're going to use 1 cup. Here again, I'm tripling this batch. This is going to be a short video. You want to watch this. That's what I like about videos, don't you? Short, sweet, and to the point. Okay, here's my other cup of mayo. Now with any luck and with any muscle, we're going to be able to mix this up. Let's try it. I don't know if I can do it with a spatula, but we'll give it a go. Might have to get a big spoon for this. Alright, let's give this a mix. I don't know, can you see it better if I bring it over to you? Now this may look like a lot of mayo, but this chicken is going to soak a lot of that up overnight. And I'm going to put it in the refrigerator covered overnight. So it will be soaked up here pretty good. Gosh, I'm going to have to start lifting weights. Okay. Well, we're getting there. Anyway, you're going to refrigerate this. It's best if you can do it overnight, but if you can't, do it 4 to 6 hours. Now, I'm going to read this recipe to you again because I think I've confused 1 or 2 of you with tripling it. You're going to use 3 cups of cooked chicken diced, a half a cup of diced celery, a 1/4 cup of diced red onion, 1 cup of seedless grapes cut in half, half a teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, and 1 cup of mayo. Now if you like thyme, fresh thyme, you can do 1 tablespoon of fresh thyme finely chopped. Here again, mix it all together. And I would urge you, when you cook chicken breast, whether you cook it in the oven or on the grill, try the bone-in skin on. It takes a little longer to cook, but I think you'll find it has a better flavor to it and it's moister than just a plain old skinless, boneless chicken breast. So those are my tips for today. And if you like the video, give me an old thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. We come out with new videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And to all of my subscribers, thank you so much for your support. I can't tell you how much we appreciate it here. My husband and, of course, Tilly the Beagle. Until next time, blessings to you and your family.